Welcome to On-Demand Instructions video on Writing Standard 2.3. We will discuss in this session how to make connections in expository writing. We will be covering the core standards in writing. Write informative, explanatory text to examine and convey complex ideas, concepts, and information clearly and accurately through the effective selection, organization, and analysis of content. Use appropriate and varied transitions to link the major sections of the text, create cohesion, and clarify the relationships among complex ideas and concepts. This session's goals are to use transitions logically to clarify the relationships between ideas in different sentences. Use coordination logically to join equal and related words, phrases, and clauses in a sentence. Use subordination logically to connect related but unequal ideas in a single sentence. Organize your ideas logically and consistently within sentences and groups of sentences. Let us start with what you already know about this subject by answering these questions. How will you make your sentences varied in length and structure? How will you create clarity and smoothness in writing? How will you connect your ideas smoothly and improve the reader's understanding? What are transitions? Transitions are words and phrases that act as bridges to link your ideas from sentence to sentence and often as guideposts to indicate the direction of your thoughts. They enable your ideas to flow together smoothly. Different transitions establish different relationships between ideas. To show a time sequence: after, during, finally, first, second, third. To compare or contrast: conversely, however, in contrast, indeed. To show a cause or effect: as a result, because of, consequently, then. To add more information: also, as well, besides, furthermore. To emphasize a point: indeed, in fact, in other words, most important. To introduce examples or explanations: also, for example, in particular, namely. Notice that the following sentences without transition are isolated and sometimes confusing. When the same sentences are rewritten to include transitions, the logical relationship between the ideas becomes clearer. Transitions do not always have to be placed at the beginning of the second sentence. Unconnected: George and Al disappeared into another room. They emerged wearing clown costumes. With transition: George and Al disappeared into another room. In a few minutes they emerged wearing clown costumes. Let's do an exercise using transitions. Rewrite each pair of sentences using transitions to show the most logical relationship between the two ideas. By using coordination to join words, phrases, and clauses, you can indicate to the reader that these items or ideas are related and equally important. Coordination is used to join equal and related words, phrases, and clauses in a sentence. You can join ideas of equal importance using the four main methods noted in the chart. The following examples show these four methods. Unconnected: I suggest you subscribe to a morning newspaper. An evening newspaper is also acceptable. With coordination: I suggest you subscribe to either a morning or an evening newspaper. Another way to connect ideas within a sentence is to use subordination. By making one clause subordinate to another, you can make that clause describe or modify another in a complex sentence. Use subordination to connect related but unequal ideas in a single sentence. The subordinate clauses begin with such words as while, because, as if, which, and contain the supporting ideas. The following examples show logical relationships that can be indicated by the use of subordinate clauses. Time: why Carlotta swept the garage, I mowed the lawn. Result: Alex also always looks unkempt because he refuses to have his hair cut. Comparison. The little boy walked with jerky steps and made humming noises as if he were a robot. Condition. The new restaurant, which has colonial decor, has received much publicity lately. Another method of making your sentences clear and smooth involves arranging ideas within your sentences according to logical plans. Some commonly used plans are chronological order, spatial order, order of importance, and comparison, and contrast order. Related ideas within a sentence should be arranged in a logical order. As you read the following examples, notice that a sentence with ideas in an illogical order forces the reader to jump back and forth between unconnected ideas. Illogical order. I dressed in my best clothes, took a shower, and left for the reception. Logical order. I took a shower, dressed in my best clothes, and left for the reception. Let's do this activity about making connections. Rewrite the following passage using transitions, coordination, subordination, and logical order to create smooth, clear relationships between the ideas. As a student, you're expected to use appropriate and varied transitions to link the major sections of the text, create cohesion, and clarify the relationships among complex ideas and concepts. We've come to the end of our session. Let's recap. You have learned making clear connections, using transitions, using coordination, using subordination, using logical order. To know more and get some tips in using transitions and writing expository paragraphs, go to these websites. Return to www.ondemandinstruction.com for more instructional videos, podcasts, and materials. We update the site weekly.